Hey, hi, hello. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's on shuffle. Just making sure. Alright. OBS had a big update, or at least a big visual update, it seems. Oh yeah, it's 28.0.1. I guess I must have been on major version 27 still. Yeah, OBS looks completely different right now, and it's weird. I actually had to switch my encoding again. One of my video drivers must be outdated or something just because of the chip that I have. Anyways, welcome back to the Dragon Conductor world. We are... Oh. Okay, hold on. I guess I now have a llama. Where's the other lead? Did it, like, go into here, or did it get burned? Probably got burned. That or it might have gotten, like, broken on a berry bush. Never mind. Items don't get broken on berry bushes. I don't know then. How do I save you? It might just wind up wandering around a little bit. I don't know. How do I box it in? Drat. What in the world? Ow. Animals sometimes run away from me. Some of them are not always doing that. It's really annoying. Come on. Oh, you stupid llama. You know what? I give up. I don't care. So I played a little bit since last time. Mostly, I was just mining, but I did expand the farm. So there's that. Anyways, the wandering trader that was here didn't really have anything useful. What I want to do today is, if I can, I want to get a Philosopher's Stone. Now that's going to be, well, it's not too difficult. I just have to get a diamond at this point, I think. Let me check. I do believe I need the glowstone dust for it. Well, actually, it's right here. It's glowstone and redstone, and I have 4 redstone and 4 glowstone. Perfect. So, what I need to do is get the diamond. That will be a little bit tricky, But I digress. Once I have this, I should be able to make just about anything. Oh god, there's way too many of these pages. Although, thankfully, it's actually right here. I only need 4 obsidian and then 4 stone. So, ooh. What's a way for me to get obsidian without having a bunch of diamond tools? Is there something that can mine obsidian, or... I actually don't know. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I can melt, or alloy, at a 2-to-1 ratio, water and lava, and then how much does 1 block, I assume, is 1,000 millibuckets. So yeah. All right. 2-to-1 ratio of water and lava. So I also installed a dark mode mod. Bright lights. I have already discovered some of the things that I am missing. I went through and added a number of things. So like Dragon Survival is not normally compatible, as you can see. Actually, that reminds me, I need to add it to this. Over inventory. Tabs. Just as a note for myself. And yeah, I'm teleporting around. I don't care. Good God. I was last here when it was nighttime, so yeah, there are mobs around. I will take the opportunity to get free bones, though. Nope. I keep forgetting, like, what keys I have set for what right now. That's how you add it to that. Okay. 2 blocks. Okay. So I need to get a little bit more because I believe it's 4 blocks. Yeah, I know I'm completely preempting the Philosopher's Stone, but still. Someday this lava pool will be empty, and I will be sad. But at that point, I probably will have a way to make my own lava. Well, I think there are ways to make it. I just don't know if they're that efficient. Smeltery-wise, not sure. All right. Yeah, so 1 bucket equals 1 block. Cool. And yeah, I still don't know why it continually just says Minecraft Transit Railway when I look down like this. It just sort of does. I should... Right, all my stones are up here. Does this work as a Minecraft stone? Yes, it does. I've also realized maybe I should consider not having Dream Boy's lyrical songs on here. You know what? Yeah, I think I might remove. There goes Sugar Neighbors. Where is... It's near the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, Shadow of the Cage. Alright. Playlist is shorter now, but that's fine. Alright. Now I just need to find a diamond. Shan't be too difficult. Thankfully, I have made a bunch of repair packs or repair kits. Yeah. I also went through and formatted some of the names of some of the songs that I have downloaded. Some of them have like come off of YouTube to MP3 or what have you, so they didn't have the metadata formatted on them. Wait. Oh yeah, I was doing every second. This is one of those. Other ones were Tasty Music downloads, but for some reason those also don't always have their formatting done properly, which made me wonder whether or not Tasty fully like got permission instead of like actually being the ones doing a release, even though they say it was a Tasty release. It might have been like an afterthought for the actual music producer. Which, you know, wouldn't be the last time someone's done that. Oop, that was actually just normal deep slate. Okay. Hello, Chloe. Is that Klaus, I imagine? No, I keep thinking that I need to press C for zoom, but that's not the zoom key on here. Yes, I'm Klaus, the one and only. Well, hey, hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm short, so I can't see. I can't see the lower blocks without jumping. Actually, I barely can, but it's like still too short for me to be able to like discern anything other than this sort of has a gray color. I'm okay but sick. How are you? Oh, well, I hope for your sake you start to feel better. Right now I'm doing all right. Mostly just feeling lazy because of the fact that I've just sort of been in at home for a little while. Okay. No other lapis. Can you crouch and go in one by one? Barely? But right now, if I uncrouch, I don't actually start to slide out like I used to. I start to get stuck. So, yeah. I do believe it's that, yeah, my age has gone up by 1 since then. So that's lovely. Ah, I see, laziness. Or better not. Yeah, it's probably a better idea not to. I mean, again, I can crouch and go in, but it's a tight squeeze, and yeah. I don't want to make a habit of it while I have the ability to do it, and then eventually not be able to do it. Because there will come a point where I super will not be able to do it. Oop. Ah, bright lights. Yeah, I need to fix a few things. So these icons, the tabs, the buttons, I was being kind of lazy and thinking, I can just leave them. I mean, they aren't too bad, but they do still kind of stand out. But the tabs, definitely, I need to fix those. Yeah, the skin settings, almost certainly. The abilities currently is actually done pretty alright. It doesn't look bad or anything. The lore isn't available yet in this update. That's fine. Skin customization, I think I'll just have to edit this, and then everything else is basically just normal buttons. So, it's all good. Anyways, yeah, the supplementary sack is very handy. I mean, look, if it's for the quick escape, handy, but eh. Tabs be bright. That's cool, though. Yeah. Definitely is. I was able to, like... Because I'm pretty adept at using Paint.net and making resource packs, as well as I'm familiar with the structuring of them and how they're actually made, both code side and, well... I guess jar side, and now how that reflects on resource packs. Because I had to make my own mod assets for the Bearded Foxes mod way back a year and a bit ago already. Good God. I really should continue working on that mod. I don't know if I'll try and port it over to Forge or not. It's been a while since I worked on anything with Forge, but like when I last was doing things on it, there were some weird API things going on. It just was not program friendly. Not to really just utterly hate on the Forge devs, like so many people seem to for some reason. Like, the Dragon Survival mod developer had to basically turn off their comments, maybe partially because of the fact that they were Russian, which yeah, not cool. Not cool to be doing that to some rando. Like, can you imagine someone doing that to like some random American because their government is shit? Like, come on. Or has done shit in the past. I mean, yeah, you can razz on us basically all you want. There's a lot to work with. The only way to not cringe at history is to laugh at it. At least some of the time. And I am putting down way more torches than you might normally have to, by the way, because of the fact that this species of dragon that I am, there are 3 dragon species, and one of them is cave, one of them is forest, that's the one I am, and the other one is water, which needs to be in the water. Cave dragons, I think... I forget what they have an aversion to. Actually, I think they have an aversion to water. Meanwhile, these dragons, the forest dragons, can't do darkness. I'm not entirely sure why. That was the chosen lore for this, but that's just kind of how they were. Forge is weird, not gonna lie. Yes, it is. Wait, is your trend... Okay, so... This is the thing. So, with the Dragon Survival mod, they have these claw abilities that you can get. And because of the fact that what you are holding... Like, look at this. You can see both the Dragon Paw and the quote-unquote transparent Minecraft hand that is holding items. So what you get as a result is... some very weird visual bugs. Because of the fact that the tools don't visually make sense, there are these slots so that they can be hidden but used without a problem. It's a little bit maybe overpowered. There were actually some other mods back in the past, like Omni tools of sorts, that people weren't super always thrilled about unless it was something like a Paxel, but even then people weren't super happy with them being weapons as well, unless it was swinging like an axe, in which case it was like, okay, yeah, that'll be balanced and consistent. Though most of the time it was just about the idea of consistency, not necessarily that it's just simply overpowered, because a lot of people agreed that's actually quite useful. So this is kind of the compromise with Dragon Survival. Because of how everything is done visually, you get this sort of thing going on. And I think it works. Like, reasonably speaking, you're more or less making them work as your claws. And so there's actually a skill upgrade system. Double arms, yes. There's actually a skill upgrade system where you can make your teeth and claws, which are your quote-unquote natural digging tools, stronger. And you can give them different mining levels and stuff. So eventually I might not need a pickaxe for a lot of things, but having a pickaxe in these slots overrides them. Yeah, with strong claws and teeth, but you can make them even better. Just put any tools in here, here in these slots, and your bare paw will have stronger characteristics. Does not stack with claws and teeth skill, which affects only if these slots are empty. Yeah, so in the skill abilities tree, ooh, I actually do have the ability to do that right now. Forest breath, claws, and teeth. Magic points mana are used for dragon magic. Restores under direct sunlight and on grass. Oh. +2 from level of dragon. Okay. These are innate passive skills. These are the active skills that I think... Actually, I don't entirely know how all this is supposed to work. Those are the active skills, I guess. Innate passive skill. I can't affect those. Forest magic. Allows you to stay longer in the dark. Time until effect stress appear in low light level 10 seconds. Safe fall distance. Oh. I guess I can upgrade my magic a little bit. Okay, so now I should... Yeah, that uses up levels. It is useful. It makes sense for dragons. Yeah. I'm not smart enough for some mods. I mean... There are certainly some ones that I have felt in the past were... too tricky for me. But the thing is, once you eventually start, like, getting accustomed to how they function... Mentally, it becomes a bit easier to wrap your head around them. It mostly comes from experience, though, so that's always a tricky subject with someone watching on like a YouTube video or a YouTube stream. That's kind of how I felt when doing... what was it? Omnifactor, I think it was, because of GregTech, which is not the most easy or user-friendly of mods, I will admit, but it is quite fun once you actually get into the right parts of it. Otherwise, it becomes a bit repetitive, especially if you're automating things, in which case it just becomes so boring, so fast. I much prefer something like actual Factorio for that in that case. Create above and beyond. I could go back to that someday, but that does also do that sort of thing. And I think it does it a little bit better because each age you have to do similar things, but it's not completely the same. There's actually quite a lot different between every single machine that you wind up needing to build. Oh, it's supposed to be this. I want it to be even. That's just me. The fact that I'm still 1 block tall means I can just do this at the start, and that way I don't need to jump. I know, but it seems fun. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely say fun. That's the one I want to use, but with Origins. Oh, that could be cool. I haven't really played much with the Origins mod. I think I once downloaded an RPG pack that used it, and then got kind of pushed away by the fact that it added a bunch of high difficulty survival mods, which I don't tend to like playing with. I like things that make things interesting, not just more difficult for difficulty's sake. Like, some people for some reason always think, this is actually something that I've seen a lot of people remark about for some reason, and it's the idea that Minecraft is too easy, but other tasks within it, like automation, are too difficult or too obscure. And the thing is, the balance that Minecraft has is its own. It doesn't have any sort of necessity to play out the same like a lot of other games, because it kind of pioneered its genre. I mean, a lot of us will agree though, yeah, requiring exploration and having exploration be the roadblock in difficulty is probably the least satisfying thing you can do. I'm just gonna grab a number of these. It's really unsatisfying, and it does not actually balance the game doing that. Just making something rare and hard to find. Though I will say, Netherite strikes a balance because of where it is, which means that it's not too absurd. It's more so the difficulty of where it is being a hazard because of the fact that there are lava pockets and lava runs really fast in the Nether, and you can often be below a lava lake. So that's one of the things where it's like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Another point of where rarity kind of makes sense are a lot of like other ores. Ores are definitely one thing where rarity can kind of impact things. It's just like time investment. But usually you end up getting a lot of other things in the process, so it kind of works out. But then you have something like a Woodland Mansion, which is not great, I will say. Like, you can find them, yeah, but most people will go to a cartographer and get those maps, which I don't think those were in right away, or were they? No, I don't think they were. Woodland Mansions were around for a little while before the cartographer was added, if I recall correctly. Just yikes. Have you watched Chosen Architect? He did a create about it. Yep, I did. I watched all of that. Minecraft can be hard, but like, yeah, I know. It's not that difficult. With mods, that's where things start to get a little bit more interesting. And spicy take, I don't think super difficult survival or crazy late game challenges are always the best way to go. Because there comes a point where you are just overpowered with some mods and some setups, and that's the point. Is that less fun for some reason? Is it fun to be able to constantly fail because the pack has just endless roadblocks that when you go back to them, you destroy instantly? But with your current setup, which you are meant to face them with, you cannot beat without some, dare I say, dire luck. Or just everything at your disposal, wherein you're constantly using all of your resources to beat a boss. Like, that starts to become a little bit... I don't want to say repetitive, but it does start to feel that way. Samey, that's what it is. It's like, you need to get the new metal. Okay. Now beat the boss with it. Now beat the next boss with the materials you got from that boss. Okay. And that isn't to say that everything that works kind of like that is all the same as that, but it does start to feel the same. I don't know, like for me, I don't have the setup to run a lot of mods, and some mods are so overpowered that don't feel worth it. I mean, yeah. That's always the difficulty. Oh, of course I put things in the wrong places again. Again, I should have probably avoided doing that, but... I'm really not getting anything. I feel like I shouldn't be having this many problems finding things right now, but I'm finding so little. I can only wonder what's causing that. Yeah, agreed. Fighting for your life constantly is a bit... I don't want to say annoying, but it does start to drag. It really starts to drag. I said last time that I was going to try and add more Minecraft music to the background of this, but I wound up not. Although, to be fair, I don't think Groove, which is just the inbuilt Microsoft music system right now on Windows 10, I don't think Groove has the ability, or at least on my system, I don't think it has the ability to play OGG files. So I would have to convert all of the ones that are in... how low are you? Right now, it actually says on my map, though I don't have it set to be super big. I am at Y minus 6 or 26, so that's like reasonably deep. Though I could obviously go much, much deeper, and maybe should for diamonds. Right, I was just making obsidian. Did I show how to make that on stream? Yeah, it was just these. I'm already forgetting whether or not I actually did that on stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that on stream. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh god, I'm discombobulated. I did also turn down my render distance a little bit. Especially while I was doing some discovery. I also totally forgot to show that off. Cave layers, vertical chunk. Oop. Oh god. I'm gonna turn off that topography because I don't think it's working right now. Day? There we go. Okay, day view. Oh god, it is very slow right now. Okay. I think it's just because of the fact that there's so much map to load. So I did a lot of world discovering. I just flew around in spectator mode. So, like, I saw a lot of cool stuff, and there's plenty of cool biomes around. I was mostly just following along this coast, and then I went in a little bit. I wound up finding some rivers, and there's a thing within this mod, the TerraBlender mod, where all rivers have a quote-unquote source, and it winds up being a lake, usually surrounded by mountains or some sort of in-depth hill. By the way, are you looking for diamonds or iron? Diamonds right now. Because I could get a load of iron once I have my Philosopher's Stone. That's what I'm trying to get right now. Most of the point of this series, most of the point of this pack is kind of just to play around. Like, I don't really need to do too much grinding for resources. I don't want to have to. It's mostly just playing with the Minecraft Transit Railway mod in survival mode with playing as a dragon. That's kind of the whole point. Anyways, so they always have this water source in it. It looks like a bacteria with a flagellum or certain cells. Anyways, yeah, that's how it works. I learned it in geography. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of the time, what you get from mountains, like this sort of thing, it looks kind of okay, but it looks like it doesn't actually drain in too much. And there aren't very many rivers that actually wind up combining like these. Like, there are usually a lot of sources that combine to form a major river. But I do understand there are technological limitations here. And these rivers are not super long. So reasonably speaking, a few kilometer long river is fine, I guess, to have just one source. Ooh, excuse me. Though there's no there's no beginning. That makes no sense. No, yeah. A lot of the time in reality, there are big lakes that have a lot of small tributaries. I think the Nile, for example, it was determined that the major sources for the Nile are those that feed into a certain swampy, marshy area. And then, what was it? The most distant or like primary tributary farther up upstream is a more seasonal one that comes from the melting of some glaciers on top of a small set of inland mountains. I think there are some more ancient mountains, or they're made by local tectonic processes. I don't fully remember. I actually kind of forgot the channel's name now. Um, how far have I been bringing this down? Okay, so it's always on the 4th and not the 5th. It's, his channel's called something Atlas, I think. A long way down, yeah. Yeah, Scotland is literally made of rivers and mountains. Uh-huh. Oh, so fun story. I actually went to a summer camp that's, like, kind of modeled after some international organization, or, well, not international, modeled off of an organization that I believe started in Scotland. And there are various installments throughout some, oh, it broke. There are various, collections and, they call themselves brigades. Like, the whole idea of the original one was that it was somewhat military, like military training without actually being military. I think the idea was to bring structure to young boys' lives, which is kind of just what they do. And it's blasé on that front, but most of the time it actually winds up being a lot more like, not even practical skills, but like just fun and somewhat outdoorsy. It's like Cub Scouts, but not actually Cub Scouts, especially for places that don't really have Cub Scouts as a concept. But that's one of the main reasons why they don't really have a lot of installments here in the US. However, the thing with that was there were actually some groups that have come over and visited us. For example, one from Australia came at one point. Well, actually, it was 2 that came over as one, because, like, I think there was one in Melbourne and one in Sydney. Yeah. And then there was one from London who came over. Well, actually, it was like northwest of London. Yeah, from what I recall, they said they were basically the 11 o'clock slice. 10 to 11 o'clock slice. Or direction from London Center. So yeah, that's fun. And then there were some Scottish folks who came over for the summer camp that's basically held there. Well, not there, it's, they actually have a frickin' island. I'm being vague, just for the hell of it, but, like, yeah. The fun thing is that the Scottish folks do have plenty of things to razz on, the English over, and also had just fun things to say about the Americans, that they were surrounded by. They were great friends. They were honestly great friends. And it was kind of sad, because, like, they were campers for a number of subsequent years, but they were only there for my first 2 years. I don't think any of the rest of them were there for my final year at camp. Ooh, diamonds, yeah! Was anyone there? I'm trying to think. Nope, one person was there. Just one. She was part of my my year at camp. And then, ooh, multiple diamonds. Ooh, a lot of diamonds. 8. Oh, that's a good vein. That is a very good vein. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Time to make the Philosopher's Stone, also known as the Smart Man's Rock. For those who are familiar with the one Harry Potter parody thing. And now a transmutation table. And it doesn't consume the Philosopher's Stone. Ah, yes! Okay, I finally have them. Learn it. Just throw all of that in. Raw materials can't go in. There are a lot of modded items that won't be able to go in. It's all fine. You know, I'll throw the diamonds in there. Tool repair kits can't. I'll just grab a whole damn stack of that. Cobblestone. Just, you know, refill. Look at all that. Sweet berries and torches. I'll never run out of torches again. I'll never run out of inventory space. For a long time at least. I'll throw the Philosopher's Stone in the sack, because that isn't super necessary, and I will leave my transmutation table right there. Honestly, this song feels victorious, especially in this moment, and I think it's perfect. We love making fun of other countries, England, and making friends. Yes. We only call it intro to the royal. You call it philosopher? You know, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not to be confused with the Smart Man's Rock, the Potter parody, and which was not actually Potter, it's Hazza. Hazza P. My main band, Moneybags, has a P. Was it you who I was showing it to? No, I think it was Lottie that he was showing it to. Actually, wait, why am I running up? Whoop. Oh, it's perfect. I never have to worry about this sort of thing ever again. All right. Ooh. I will actually need to make another one in order for me to be able to have multiple transmutation tables. And of course, there's a transmutation tablet, which you can use just anywhere, but those require dark matter blocks, and I'm probably going to need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery to actually get there in terms of EMC, because if you notice, that's over 2 million. Most items only have like 8, 32. Like, this is 260 in and of itself, because its recipe requires obsidian, and then I believe most normal stone, because whenever it uses stones, I do believe it only takes it as 1, because normal Minecraft stone is 1, but I was using andesite, so it used 16. But it doesn't actually save what went into it. Like, there aren't transmutation tables that are more expensive than others because they were made with more exquisite materials. No, that's just not how it works. It just takes the lowest common value, and it winds up spitting that out. So do be careful what recipes you use to make things. Sometimes you might lose EMC on them. And then, yeah, obsidian. The 260 is from 60, or 4 of these. 4 64s, and then the 4 stone. So, yeah, 256 plus 4. Yeah, no. Why did they change it for Americans, though? Apparently it's because Americans are dumb and don't know what a philosopher is. But the thing is, we know what the Philosopher's Stone is, so what would people just be kind of miffed at the idea that we don't have Nicholas Flamel as a character in there? But it's only about the Philosopher's Stone, not like anything else. I don't fucking know. And the thing is, Nicholas Flamel is not a sorcerer. He's an alchemist. Or a philosopher if you want to be old-timey about it. But his wife arguably was a sorcerer. Or sorceress if you want to be gendered about it. But still, I just... Bigger house might be needed for when you grow up. Damn. Yeah, I probably will need a bigger house. Ooh, as well, beds are not the normal way for dragons to sleep once you get to a certain size. It's recommended that you get yourself a hoard. At dragon. So what you can do is treasure. Here you go. Dragons can sleep and generate mana and health very slowly here. To speed up this process, accumulate plenty of treasure. The main purpose is to show the richness of a dragon. So you have some of the Elder Dragon dust that you just collect from mining certain ores. I do believe it's stuff like coal, sulfur, the odd ore that drops its actual items. And I might have gotten one from an iron ore, but I don't fully remember. It's not actually listing where it drops from, so that's kind of the thing with that. But yeah, you can do a lot with these dragon treasures. And I think you just sort of pile them up like they're snow layers, and you get a large layer, and you can like stack them around in like a natural sort of looking heap, and yeah, it gets cool. What? What? It's actually pretty cool. There are things with certain types of dragon doors. Dragon doors are these. Like, they're just bigger and taller. They aren't wider though. So, I guess the assumption is because dragons do eventually stop growing, I think, in theory, otherwise I'm gonna need to use something to shrink me. There is a thing which can stop a dragon's growth. Yes, this star heart. I still need to figure out how it actually works and how you get it. Because it's star bones, but how do you get the star bones? Throw the Elder Dragon bone at a predator star to get this item, or throw any Elder Dragon heart at the predator star to get this item. So you can get an Elder Dragon heart like this, and it is quite expensive. But the actual heart shard, I already have a number of bones, so I almost have the heart shard to be able to start crafting up the hearts. I just need to get like netherite at this point, and of course more like redstone. Well, actually I can exchange for it. But yeah, I almost have all the materials for that sort of thing. It's just a question of what in the world is a predator star? And the answer to that is, I think it might be something to do with the Ender Dragon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to get that from, yeah. This item gives your dragon the skill to fly. Okay. But I don't know if I can get that from anywhere. This reminds me of Narnia, the third movie. Good luck in the nether. Big Mama Dragon. Yes. giant mama dragon. But yeah, forest source of magic. I can also get mana from this sort of thing, and I do need another Elder Dragon heart for it. So yeah, fun stuff is in my future. But yeah, for those who aren't familiar with the ProjectE mod, what you do is you can get all kinds of items and then you just throw them in. Basically, the whole point is you don't have to worry about the things taking up space, and you stop having to worry about the actual materials that go into them, because you can just trade them. So look at all this. All this is going in, and I have 80,000 DMC with which I can pull things out. Note how it goes down when I pull things out. This wasn't very expensive because it's only sand. So you can store an endless number of things in here. This is just like quote-unquote knowledge, and you can manually unlearn things by putting them in this slot. It's recommended that you only do that for things like weird books or enchanted books. Only at one point did it actually try and save enchantments. I think since then, things have not saved them by default. Probably for a good reason. Otherwise, it might be too powerful. Like, that's the one drawback slash trade-off, really, of storing things or getting more things out of here. It's just that you don't get items with particular longevity. You don't tend to get enchantments. You can't usually get duplicates of enchantments, but I don't know whether or not that's changed. You can't get items with enchantments as far as I'm aware, but you can get books, but sometimes they break. So, you know, you don't want to have those sorts of things clogging up in here. Make a soup in a little pot and you've got stuff. I mean, a soup in a little pot? Well, I mean, there are some things that I could do with... Actually, I don't think I have that cooking mod installed. I have a different food mod installed, but I forgot. As a forest dragon, I need to eat meat or sweet berries. Okay, so forest. So here are the things that are forest dragon food. Like a raw pork chop, golden apples, raw beef, raw chicken, which is classified as a disgusting snack, rotten flesh, which is also a disgusting snack, spider eye, questionable rations, poisonous potato, a disgusting snack, which, by the way, is used to make the forest dragon treat. Yeah, that's right there. This fully restores your magic and is good for restoring hunger, apparently, though it tastes disgusting, supposedly. Raw rabbit, raw mutton, chorus fruit, which is a light meal, sweet berries, honey, like I said, the forest dragon treat, which restores mana. That's the forest dragon door. Beacon, it's a pressure plate, which opens the forest dragon door. Specific forest dragon door, which only a forest dragon can open, apparently. But you add vines to it, so that's interesting. You can also make the smaller versions of them. You basically just craft one and then you get 3. They're like trapdoors, but they open like a normal door as far as I'm aware. Holly berries, which there is mod compatibility for the Biomes You'll Go. Interesting. Soul shroom, death cap, and raw frog legs. Okay. So those are the foods that I can eat. Everything else gives me hunger or poisons me. Technically, it's like throwing stuff in raw, raw, raw. Roar! Rah, 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 That's enough. I'm just looking for things which I can throw in there that reasonably I don't need too many of. This is the EMCing process. And you wind up getting a lot of stuff in here. I could add more, but I don't want to. I'm lazy. Okay, so real fast. Actually, I will. Since I don't need coal anymore for my torches, I will have it in here. I want to add the different kinds of buckets. And really fast. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I'm not clipping into that. So I'm going to pick it up. Teleport over to the portal. So I can grab a bucket of lava. And from now on, I will never need to actually go into here. Hallelujah. Well, I mean, right now I'm trying to do some stuff. I want to get obsidian. We like stuff. You have an interesting diet. Well, that's forest dragons for you. They can only eat certain things. They're not pure omnivores. I just noticed that I haven't talked to you on, like, one-on-one, like I've talked to Andrew. Stuff. Those look like diamonds beside the portal, even though they aren't. No, those are apatite. Those are very much apatite. Oh, God. Iron. I have 2 blocks and 2 ingots. Obsidian. Okay. I don't think I have normal stone in here yet. Tough, some cobbled deep slate, andesite, diorite, granite. I don't feel like saving a load of this. So... Oh, I already have some charcoal in there. And charcoal is cheaper, so I should probably prioritize using charcoal instead of coal. Yeah. Yeah, because normal coal has an EMC value of 128, but charcoal, though it burns the same amount, has an EMC value of 32. So that's useful. So food, nice. I do believe I can finally stop eating sweet berries and switch over to meat once I kill another cow, and then I'll just have an infinite amount. Did I throw... Yeah, I did throw my obsidian. I'll just quick grab a Philosopher's Stone. The nice thing with the Philosopher's Stone is that in vanilla, you have the ability to do a 3x3 crafting interface like this. But it's naturally a part of the Dragon mod. So, you know, it's just kind of how things go. I can actually pull out a second one of these, and then I'll forever have this in my home. Let's put it there, because these can go on walls, and it's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Alright. Actually, really quick. Where's the F5 button? Look at me! Just curled up, sleeping on the bed. I love the fact that there is a specific different sleeping animation and stuff. Like, of course there has to be one, I think. But yeah. Because it's burned wood. So actually, cave dragons eat burned stuff. I didn't want to have to deal with that on top of the fact that they don't like water. I think they get hurt when they're wet, so... You know, it's cool. It's cute. I know, it's so adorable. I really like this mod, and I can't wait to actually be able to like fly around and stuff. I'm excited. Anyways, like the armor as well. Like there are dedicated models for stuff, and like, just it's adorable. I love it. I really love it. And you can do custom skins as well. So, it's definitely something that could be interesting. But the thing is, I already made my, my PNG tuber based off of this model. So I don't think I'm going to change anything too much. I opted not to do a lot with, like, underside colors and stuff on the PNG tuber model, though. So that's just sort of how things go. The other thing is that potentially I could try and make one of the armor models look like a conductor uniform, and I might wind up doing that, but that'll be down the line. You know, it will be just whatever. I have to go to sleep soon because it's 1:23 a.m. So yeah. Okay. Definitely go to sleep when you need to. Honestly, the Dragon mod seems nice. It is pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I really love it. So yeah, what I need to continue working on. Oh, I made another repair kit instead of an ingot. Oop. I knew I would eventually confuse them. Okay. I'm just gonna throw the repair kit in there. And the nice thing is I don't have to worry too much about breaking down different blocks of stuff. Like, I can just take the blocks. Yay. If I wanted to, I can make a second ingot cast, but I don't think I'm going to. I mean, I can be lazy sometimes, but I'm not that lazy. Or am I? The world will never know. Let's do the silver next. The nice thing about this is that when you melt things in the smeltery, you get 1 ingot and 3 nuggets. So it's a 1 1/3 multiplication. So going in like multiples of 3 is advantageous just for the sake of not having to pour out a bunch of extra nuggets. So, you know, it's nice not having to deal with that. Three blocks and 8 ingots. Oy. A lot of ingots. Two blocks still. I don't know, sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine. When you look down, it looks like you're standing up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just the front part of me. Like, the front legs. Yeah. It's kind of interesting, but yeah. 1 block, 4 ingots. I almost wonder if it's possible to program it so that it's faster to cast when you are in the rain, but I feel like that would be a bitch to program, so I imagine that's probably not actually a feature of Tinker's. Well, not just that it would be a bitch to program, actually that it would be maybe impractical. Anyways, Andrew's in a collab? I watched the rest of the stream when I wake up. Okay, that's good. Andrew's in a collab? That would be leg though, wouldn't it? Oh, almost certainly. Almost certainly. Though, it wouldn't be too bad because the whole point is that it would only have, the modified entity do checks when it has molten material in it, but like that wouldn't likely cause or be much of like a useful feature, so I don't think it would ever be a thing that you would actually want to have in the mod, besides the fact that it would be annoying to actually program it properly checking that. I don't know how much blocks have the ability to check the weather system. The renderer has access to that, but I'm not sure. Looks like I'll have just one left over. Yeah, 51. Because I'm getting it all in multiples of 3. And I need to avoid mixing copper with what? Oh, in the foundry, I get a tiny bit of gold? Oh, that's interesting. It would be easier in some ways. I'm gonna say hi to Andrew and come back. Okay, but do go to bed when you actually need to go to bed. Like, you were saying you should go to bed, and you were saying you were gonna go to bed. Maybe you should go to bed. I think I'm actually gonna make the second table into another casting basin. So... Alright. Lot of copper. Lot of copper. Certainly will be pretty to be able to build with it. Because I really personally love copper aesthetically. So I'm kind of excited to be able to build with it. I think I might actually move my transmutation table outside just for now, because I'm currently working outside. So, ja. Das ist gut, oh ja. Ja. The House of Holbein. Hans Holbein goes around the world. Oh God. Who was it that was saying that they had tickets to 6? Was it Klaus? Gold is nice. I am at some point. Oh. It doesn't actually... Oh, so that's measuring buckets, not blocks. Okay, so when it comes to things like metals, the bucket count does not equate to a block count. Got it. I am at some point. Okay. I should sleep so that I don't have a bunch of monsters spawning. That's what I had. I've already forgotten the things. What on? Oh! I was like, what the fuck was that sound? It was me planting them. Okay. So I was confusion. Oh God. Okay. I need to make stairs here. Because, like, even though I am a dragon and I can leap and bound and... I think I might have the ability to do, like, high stepping at some point. Oh, come on. Where's the cow that... Okay. There we go. Oh, villagers, never replanting after yourselves. No, don't eat the potato. I just realized I now no longer really need this farm. Okay. I mean, I can still use it for flax at least. Because that has no equivalent. Though, what else do I use flax for? Well, ropes, I guess. And string. And if I really want to play with flax bales, or more sacks. Oh my god, villagers, you never plant after yourselves. How dare, how very dare you. I can't believe these people. God, okay. Beef. And now I just have a full stack of beef. It says it's a light snack, but it does provide quite a bit of food. So I am quite pleased. Alright, 2 blocks of copper still. And now I can start smelting other things. Nickel, and I imagine lead. Yeah, that doesn't alloy with nickel. I have to, of course, worry about what alloys with what. Molten nickel alloys with copper to create constantan, and nickel and iron creates invar. I guess I'll deal with the nickel first. It's 8 ingots. I'm back. Welcome back. Hello, 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 hello. Andrew says he loves you, and Lottie says she loves you platonic. Oh, yes. Also, there was a wedding, apparently. I'm gonna need to ask Andrew and probably also Lottie about context then. When I get done. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Um, 5 blocks and 3 ingots of lead. Block, block. Ah, so much EMC. It is still weird how it, like, when I look down a certain direction, it's just always Minecraft Transit Railway. I don't know what is causing that exactly. It might be something tracking related. It might be any number of things. It's probably something debug related, though I can't really be sure what. Maybe I'll have to ask the mod developer. Just out of curiosity. And Andrew said he was there but left because he finds these boring. Or here, but left because he finds these boring. Yeah, that's Andrew. Unsupportive asshole. I'm kidding. At least he added to the view count. I imagine he left a like, but would have been nice if he at least left a message. I don't know. I left and they were like, I guess we pretend the wedding didn't happen. That's odd. Whoa, what on earth is this texture? And it's 5 ingots that I need to put out, so... Nope, no like. How very dare! Have you left a like at least? Eh? Finger touch gesture or whatever. One from me. Alright. Well, I guess now I know how he feels. Okay. Ooh, that reminds me. In the part builder... This is a little tiny bit misaligned. Oh no. Uh-oh, somebody didn't update their UI. Oh god, this is way over here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to look at the Tinker's UI and probably copy over the old one and get the... copy over the new one, I should say, and then update this, because this is an outdated UI. This is not how this is normally done these days. This is not how this is supposed to be shaped. So, yeah. It is cool that it visually has them like this instead of in actual tabs, though it is a little annoying that the Tinker Station looks like this. What in the world is that? I don't know. Actually, wait, no, that's just a hammer and anvil in the background. Okay. I was like, why is that the way it is? It might be a vanilla Tinker's feature. I don't know if I've ever noticed it though. So yeah, this needs some updating, I think. This is included in the list. So I need to fix the part builder and the Tinker Station. Hooray. I get to do someone else's work for them. Well, theoretically anyways. At least with the version that I got, it didn't really give me a version choice. It just gave me a version of the pack that was ahead, apparently. I think it was made for 119, so there's that. Dude, I ate chocolate and I can't sleep anymore. Oh no. Most likely a new one. Okay, that's odd. Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be a newer version in here, but this looks like it used to. This is the older version. This isn't how it normally works. At least not anymore. So, I don't know. I'm guessing that it's just sort of eh. Anyways. Tinker's constructs. Part builder is not correct version. Tinker table. I've been writing down just anything that is completely wrong, and then adding notes where I need to clarify for myself. So, yeah. Off to Google we go, or you go. I mean, I can look into it and figure it out eventually. I will do that off stream because that sort of thing takes time, and it also takes a lot of CPU computer resources that I don't think my laptop wants to give, because right now my fan is running really loud. It usually runs kind of loud just because that's how it always goes. It always goes at fucking max power. Well, not always max power. It's max power for a short period of time, and then it slows down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, and then it speeds up sometimes. Oh god. I'm not meaning to plant these. I'm meaning to collect them so that I can get free EMC. I mean, it's 384 though, so that's not like a lot. Ew, excuse me. Might as well throw the stuff that I can in there. Appetite. Does appetite turn into anything? It turns into cyan dye. I mean, Phytogrow, as useful as it is, I don't think it's like the most useful thing in the world. And Appetite is also reasonably common near the surface, so it's not too hard to get. So, okay, I think it's time. Well, oh crap. Okay, so I have an amount of EMC, but okay. I don't believe I wound up getting the ProjectE expansion mod. Oh, right. In this, I don't have the nice mod menu because this is Forge. Downfalls of using Forge over Fabric, but, you know, I get some other mods and some different stuff. I can only wonder if, theoretically, Fabric might give me other more useful things. I think Transit Railway is also on Fabric. As is Dragon Survival. That or its port, last I read, was in progress. So, like, the core mods also exist on Fabric. And, like, I can find equivalencies to some of the other stuff. Like, the very weak tech, and of course, there are plenty of world gen mods. There's like the Fabric Terrolith or the Biomes You'll Go, I think. Yeah. Anyways, although I wouldn't have ProjectE as far as I'm aware, which would be a bit of a loss because this is actually quite useful. Anyways, I will need antimatter relays, an energy condenser, and energy collectors. So these are frustratingly expensive. Oh boy, I will need glass, 6 glowstone. And a furnace. I'll just craft a load of furnaces and then I'll teach it block a diamond. Energy collectors. Now an energy condenser, I need an alchemical chest, which uses any stone, 2 iron ingots, a chest, a diamond, and then various types of covalence dust. So I need that covalence dust. Oh boy. I actually need to teach it chest. So let's do spruce chest. Let's actually do a second one so that I can get the normal vanilla chest as well, because I know some mods prefer to have this. So then a coal and a diamond, redstone and iron, a coal and some more cobblestone. Oh, it requires a charcoal, not a coal. Okay. Charcoal, cobblestone. I kind of wish I had actually kept them. Oop. Okay, that plus a redstone. And then it's a coal and a diamond. Well, okay, I can just make the alchemical chest really fast. I need another diamond and stone. Alchemical chest. Storage upgrade. Now, I think alchemical chests do have some interesting things you can do with them. Yeah, they're just bigger. Okay, never mind. That's what they're for. Now the energy condenser is what's really cool. So let's throw those in there. And then I need 4 obsidian. Energy condenser. The power of the sun and condense the world. Okay, so the power of the sun. Now the fun begins. Yep, it's already aware of what I'm going for. So the antimatter relay then. I need another diamond block. I need glass and obsidian. 1 glass. And 7 obsidian. This uses a lot of EMC, but the end result is infinite. So it's not actually that terrible. All right. Usually I wind up going for something somewhat expensive, but not too expensive, just so that it doesn't take a million years to make another one. At least for a little while. Eventually I do usually wind up upgrading. So actually, no, I want to I'm sometimes forgetting how this actually works, how the best way to do this is. Usually you want to have it raised off the ground, and then you need to, well, you know what? I'm going to do it 2 blocks off the ground. Because that's how I've done it in my most recent playthroughs with this mod. So oh, somehow I just realized this song is still on my shuffle even though I took it off. I guess it's because I didn't click off or like refresh it or whatever. So enjoy Shadow of a Cage for the last time on this stream. Yeah. All right, and now, there we go. This passively generates EMC from the sun, which is super powerful. But it takes a shitload of EMC to actually do it. But because of the fact that you're doing EMC from EMC, it's very infinite and becomes incredibly exponential. So, yeah. That will just continue gathering resources effectively for us for the indefinite future. That's why oh. Okay, hold on. Andrew and Lottie are playing the weird Tetris game. Also forgot to ask about the... Oh boy. That's why I forgot to ask. That's a lot of space. Yeah. It'll wind up taking up a lot of space, actually. Power flowers get quite big, but they're really limited by what you can do. Chaining the relays to the chest. So you only really have, like, they only go out 2 blocks from the chest. Because you have the relay, and then you already have the next energy collector, and that's as far as that'll go. You can't just keep training relays and energy collectors or whatever, or what have you. Like, the relays can only directly connect 2 things that either hold or possess, or hold or create, the equivalent material energy. So that's just kind of how it goes. And see, we've already gotten 1 more glowstone. So it's not slow. It's definitely not slow. It is quite good, if I do say so myself. I just wanted to refill my cobblestone stack. So, I think it's time to start fulfilling the other promise. Now, I, again, mapped out a load of the world, so I have a lot that's just kind of out and around. Now, obviously, I didn't create waypoints at these places when I was just flying around in spectator mode, so I need to actually go to them and create the proper waypoints there. I'm forgetting whether or not this was... Ooh, yeah, this was, I think, a abandoned village, if I'm remembering correctly. Now, there's also a village over here. Ooh, and I did actually realize that I can turn on show foliage. So now you can see like all the flower spots and a lot of red where there's supposed to be roses instead of it just being plain green. It looks so much better, and it shows what it's supposed to be. Like rose fields, it's very pretty. I love it. So yeah, hopefully not a bunch of remapping gets done over some places, though I will say, like, a number of things will have already been, like, remapped as they are, just because I've gone through them a second time or whatever, or gone through and, like, explored more, because I think it was right around here where I turned on the show flowers and stuff, so... most of this was all explored with it on, so I don't have to worry about things being overmapped. Also, look at how the biomes are distributed. Like, the shapes are kind of weird. Just with how it gets spliced together. Like, it's almost nonsensical. Just saying. But, you know, it's whatever. It works. It's not too terrible. And I will say, the shape of, like, mountains and ridges and the way that things actually come together It is very, very pretty, and it is very nice. And, like, it looks smooth and at least natural where it needs to. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave it at that. The mountains around the river mouths, I will say, can get quite tall. How high is this? This is like 170s. In another world, in my test world, it's at like 200 at its highest. This is nearly at 200 right here in Savannah Plateau. Yeah, Sunflower Plain isn't quite as high. There are a lot of biomes where it actually does seem to take into account what the biome normally has for its average Y values. Though it adds, of course, a load of variance and a load of hills. So I think it's something combining the sort of ideas that have gone into the newer Minecraft terrain with a lot more intelligent, creative placing of stuff. Like, it gives you all the ridges and stuff intentionally. And, like, of course, the rivers and the biome mapping is a little bit more interesting. That's for sure. Though it's not that unvanilla. It's just, like, almost large biomes type placement. The thing with large biomes is when the blobs get placed, sometimes it doesn't place a super huge blob. And like the shapes can be kind of weird. So I think it's almost something like that generation. But like the way that this is being made, the noise, I think, might be a similar algorithm to Factorio because of the shapes that these are making and like the occasional flat edges. Those remind me of how Factorio makes its biome or its ore patches. So this is probably being generated in a somewhat similar way. Anyways, I do really like it. It winds up being quite pretty. There's some really neat biomes around that when I eventually find them, because I probably will explore quite a lot more of the world, when I eventually find them, they will definitely be train stops, even if they're just like on a scenic route. So what I want to do is I want to have a train line that goes from here somewhere. I want to have probably a central hub, or well, I don't really know. The thing is, right, this is all ocean up here. So I don't know if I'm going to have a central hub up here. This doesn't make sense to be a central hub all the way up here. This is a little bit odd of a location to be using as a central hub for trains. Now for planes, you can have a hub almost anywhere. Visualize in your head a map of the United States. Down in the lower right-hand corner, above the Florida Panhandle, is Georgia. Now, in Atlanta, Georgia, which admittedly is the northern part of Georgia, but it's still Georgia, like pretty far south, that is Delta's main hub, and that is one of the hubs for Southwest Airlines on the East Coast. So ATL Airport, I forget what it's called. It's a large hub, and for a lot of flights, connecting flights, wind up going through there, though there are, of course, tons of flights that go to other larger airports. Like, you know how you can basically just cross time zones and then go back? For example, I went from MKE or Milwaukee to LAV, Las Vegas, to San Antonio? Yeah, San Antonio. When I went to the National Youth Gathering back in 2012 or so? Was that 2012 or 2013 or something? Ugh, I don't remember. Anyways, I should check to make sure that I'm not going in the middle of the night. the National Youth Gathering is just like this Christian children's convention, basically. They have upper grade middle schoolers. Basically, well, it's recommended that you have at least gone through 7th grade, though there are people going into 7th grade. Like, you're 11 to 12 at the youngest. Like, if your birthday is in August, because it usually happens in the start of July, the start or middle of July, so like if your birthday is in the end of July or August, you might still be 11 years old at the youngest. The church that I used to go to, they didn't allow you to go unless you were about to go into high school, so you had to have gone through 8th grade. You had to have gone through confirmation, I think, is what they were saying. Yeah. Otherwise, they didn't want to have to invest time and resources into you. So, like, the end of the confirmation process was actually closely tied to fundraising for the trip. But I digress. Fuck, what was I... Oh, yeah. So, for the National Youth Gathering, we went from Milwaukee Airport, because we're just in Wisconsin. That's the cheapest airport to fly out of. Unless you want to go another hour and a half south to Chicago, but fucking no one wants to do that. And I don't know if going to either of the Chicago airports is going to be that much cheaper, let alone worth the additional drive time. Yeah, I don't know. The flight went all the way to Las Vegas and then to San Antonio, which is in Texas. That means we had to cross time zones to go to Las Vegas and then cross back into the U.S. Central Time Zone in Texas, because that's how U.S. time zones line up. It's kind of absurd. Anyways, the whole thing is, you can wind up going pretty far out of your way before you go back. In fact, we actually wound up having a layover in Phoenix, the time when we were going back. And then when we were flying to Louisiana, because New Orleans had the next one, we had a direct trip back, but on the way down, we had to fly to... I think we had to fly to Minnesota? Yeah, I think we had to fly to Minneapolis. So yeah, which isn't a super huge airport, but like, it sort of acts as a regional hub. It's either that or Detroit that acts as a regional hub to the Midwest, because a lot of things can fly out of just any of them, but if they can save money and collect people at one specific location at a given point in time, flight companies will do that. That is not how trains work. Logistically speaking, with flights, you need to just be able to collect people, enough people, to make money on the flight. It basically doesn't matter how much fuel ends up being used per person, because they wind up charging extra for it. They have to... The way that their logistics and stuff works, they basically break even on everyone. Things like flight miles and the business class people, not your average consumers, are what really make airlines money. So they don't have to worry too much about the logistics, or not the logistics, the distance. They have to worry about making sure that they are efficient in keeping numbers in flights high. That's not always how trains work. Though you can do something similar with trains, what you usually need to do is make sure that you aren't using too much, or you aren't losing like a ton of distance traveled, because it doesn't make sense. Nobody wants to have to deal with that, unless you are doing really long treks with a lot of lines. What you usually need to avoid is too many transfers, though that is usually inevitable, and too much backtracking as a result, though that's sometimes also inevitable. You will usually wind up having some kind of backtracking, or it'll be an inefficient path because things are just sort of like, you wind up going in what basically winds up being a right angle. Like you have a north-south line and then an east-west line, and you have to transfer at a station going south, and then you go east when you could have just gone southeast to begin with, but that doesn't make sense logistically speaking. You have to save on rails, and you have to contend with the fact that rails are what you drive on. So that's what goes into making a system. You can't just connect everywhere to everywhere else. So when it comes to designing the rail system, there usually needs to be a hub, and I'm trying to figure out where should the hub be. Now, a lot of the time when I've seen the MTR's developer and all the people that he plays with on the official server, because they have an official server for this mod, which is actually part of the reason why I wanted to get TerraLith. They have TerraForge, I believe, but I wanted to play with TerraLith because it has slightly more mod support, from what I understand, though I could be wrong. And I wanted to play with Biomes You'll Go because I really, really like the mod and its biomes and stuff, so I thought, okay, I'll combine the two. That might have been a mistake based on how intensive it can be when generating terrain, but you know, it's not too terrible. Good night, guy. Okay, that's good night. I need to go now to sleep. But I'm really excited about the trains. I am excited too. Sorry, I've been rambling and I haven't been reading the mushrooms, trees, and flowers. The biomes are surprisingly detailed. Yes, they are. Like weird spots of different biomes around, but yeah, it looks like normal Scottish weather. Yeah. Anyways, have a good sleep, class. Anyways, so what the MTR people have done is largely focus their rails around villages or light rail systems, like having major rails and then like smaller local lines that connect like close together villages or interesting points. And I'm thinking that I might wind up doing something like that. I'm wondering whether or not I should I probably will make like a light rail area through here. So, I'll create a waypoint. I will not enable it so that I don't frickin' teleport to it, which would be deadly. I don't feel like dealing with that. Three town rail. I do believe TerraForged actually has like custom villages and stuff that it actually generates. TerraLith, which I'm using. I need to stop talking about TerraForged so that people don't get confused. I'm using TerraLith, which is a different mod. TerraLith, I don't think has super customized villages, though it might have slightly different generation rules and stuff, because it does things like more smoothly than normal Minecraft does. Yeah, it might also have some slightly customized buildings. I'm not sure, because it's been a little while since I went through all of the different possible buildings and stuff in Minecraft Villages, because we have that animal pen. I don't know if that's a vanilla building or not. This building right there, that sort of layout, I think that might be vanilla, but I could be wrong. On obviously this is something I built. I know that one's real. That one's vanilla. This one's that same one from over there. Oh god. I did not realize. Oh god. I think I broke a spruce tree over here at one point, and then it must have broken the roof on here. Oh god, I did not realize. Okay. Well, that's just that way now. Oh god. Yeah, so this, ignore the feeding trough. I'm the one who placed that. I think this is a vanilla building, based on the fact that it had that sort of natural empty trough thing in it, which I have mostly destroyed, and I like flopped down the trapdoors for it. Like that's all that's left of it. I mean, that's vanilla, that's vanilla, that one's vanilla. I think for the most part, if not completely, this is in fact vanilla. It's just like slightly different. Why do I feel like I was hearing something? I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm at 5 out of 6 on growth. Oh! 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 I think I might be about to age up. Maybe. I'm gonna age up in a few minutes. Oh my god. I'm no longer gonna be a juvenile. Wait, no. Newborn. I'm no longer gonna be a newborn. I'm gonna become young. That's what that age is. That's a preview of what my model will look like. We'll see what it actually looks like in full size soon. I mean, I really don't need to worry about these crops anymore. But, like, you know. By the way, I think I should utilize the fact that I can do EMC and use villagers to get free EMC, because I can do villager trades for emeralds. For like really cheap items, and then get emeralds, which are really nice expensive items. And then of course I can switch them out for the cheap resources, which get me the nice expensive resources, which I can, you know, keep on cycling through and cycling through and cycling through, because that's how exchange works, you know. Clever, right? Zoop. So, emeralds. I can exchange those for potatoes. These have an EMC value of 16,000. Yeah, it's basically no matter what I exchange them for in terms of like, hell, even meats and stuff, that's well worth it. What other crops have I grown? None, actually. Ooh, that reminds me, can I exchange carrots? Is there a way for me to get... No, I don't think so. That's a little frustrating. Okay. Well, at the very least, like, these aren't anything terrible. So, let's go find a villager. A farmer villager. who I can trade with. That's the butcher. I don't actually have any. I can exchange. I can kill a pig. Although, do I have more than one pig right now? I only have the one, actually. So, like... Animals also are afraid of me because dragon survival, so... At the very least, it's not too difficult to... know which pig to hit. Alright, now we need to remember not to eat the pork chop. Until I get more of them. And I can get an infinite number of them. I don't know what meat is best for me in terms of hunger and stuff. I think it's beef. I would think it's beef. But they all have the same EMC values, so... it's not too much of a problem to try and, like, always get beef instead of pork or whatever. Now, where's the butcher? Getting a little bit of lag right now. Villagers, where are you? I am a young now. Woo. Wait, does that mean that I need to take 30 hours to get through the young stage? Oh god. Okay, so I was wrong. It actually just is, the time on the side is the overall length of time that you need to get through the stage. So it was like 7 hours or whatever it was on the first one. Or was it 8? I think it might have been 8. And yeah, that was just like going through a number of like cycles on the age. It divides it into growth stages, which I don't know if those actually take a set amount of time per, but whatever the case, the length of time is still there. Oh yeah, so look at me. I now have more horns, and I actually have a purpley mane, at least in game. If you can't guess, the end game is reddish. So there we go. 15 coal for an emerald. Okay. No, I need to continue trading with you. Oh no, it's having trouble updating the table. Oh no, it's having trouble updating my table. Oh god, come on! I have the EMC for this! Oh. I still had the pork chop in it. Ooh, kelp blocks. Okay. That's actually not that expensive by comparison. Yeah, that's literally 90 EMC as opposed to... yeah. I should get some dried kelp then. That's actually quite cheap. Now, where is the farmer? Because I know I have a number of villagers around here. It's just... I don't know how many of them are keeping their trades or like switching professions or what have you. Oh, the music's looping now. There. What, is there only one villager left in here, or? There's the butcher. There's that one. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, that's leather worker. And then there's the one over this way? Wait a minute, have we just lost a load of villagers over time? I'm afraid that might be the case. Unemployed. Please find... Please become a farmer. I ask that you become a farmer. No! Why are you going away from the farm? Do you just not want to work on a farm? Oh god. Where are they going? Oh. Oh, they're a leather worker too now. I mean, I guess I could get you to be a leather worker. Farmers are just easy because of the fact that they're so cheap. But, fine. Ooh, that reminds me. I actually should... wheat. I can throw bread between villagers. And there are enough beds around. Where is this villager living? Over here? I'm just literally throwing bread at them while they're supposed to be trying to sleep. So that hopefully they start breeding and producing more villagers. There were a load of golems around. I'm guessing it's because there were so many mobs at some point. It's just that now all of the golems are stuck. All of the golems are stuck in the animal pen. I think there were more villagers. It was more than just 3 people. But, you know. No, please, I have more meats for you. Ooh, sweet berries. That is easy for me. I have farmed a load of them. And I'm not just infinitely pulling them out of nowhere. No, it's much more than that. Gajitas wears if you have coin. Alright, hopefully all of the villagers have taken up some of the bread that I gave them. Alright, I have over 1 million EMC right now. Did I not teach the relay? I just realized, where's my sack? Where did I leave that? Oh god, I don't want to lose that. It would be nice to not lose that. Did I leave it in here? Yes, I did. Hey, thanks for keeping track of my sack, Butcher. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that be. Over here. So the antimatter relay. Thankfully it doesn't really hold anything on its own, it just moves things around. Well, I have quite a lot, so you know, my villagers have been much better at providing me EMC than the power flower, but the power flower is, I think about to start to pay off. So don't underestimate the power of the power flower. There is a lot to be gained from this. much, much to be gained. It would do good to not underestimate it. Because, well, you don't have to do too much for it. It's just the fact that it's so infinite and so little has to be done. I think I might already be starting to make another one. Oh my god. Okay, this is actually utterly overpowered if that's the case. Oh god, villagers. My god. I mean, villagers have always been super powerful in game. It's just like, I never knew that they could be this useful for ProjectE. Yeah, that's one completed power flower. I spent so fucking long. Admittedly, it's because of the fact that I was also using a lot of the EMC to produce oodles and oodles of building materials. Oh, excuse me, for my my mine colonies villagers, but like, my god. I'm already making another power flower. Villagers are OP. We've been new, but it's especially interesting seeing it. So I guess viscerally? Although, I think I should move it one block over because otherwise it's gonna be overlapped. Yeah, no, I need to move it several blocks over actually. Let's just make this it. Right, I need to set the output filter. Wowie, wowie, wow. Okay. I just... Good god, power flowers. Villagers, actually. Villagers. Oh my god. I've never gotten this sort of thing going so fast. This means that eventually I'm gonna have dark matter. And I can just have it, like, outputs dark matter, basically. Which is not, like... It's reasonably fast. And I do think I will want to upgrade the power flower with the higher relays and, you know, energy collectors and stuff. I'm gonna go trade more with villagers. It's so utterly broken. It's just that insane. You know, I might actually want to keep these or this out of the sack. Just for now. Ooh, right. I was gonna make some dried kelp and then I will be able to just infinitely produce dried kelp blocks. Let me just teach one and then I can teach that. Is there any particular use for cooked cod? It's used in a modifier to make respiration. Interesting. Okay. Charred seafood is cave dragon food. Okay. Well, I'll use planks to smelt this up. Because I'm not gonna use a whole damn charcoal for that. Why would I bother? All right, so dried kelp. Zoop. Sea dragon food, light snack. Alrighty. And then I also need beef, pork. Oh. Yeah, I'll wind up getting shitloads more momentarily. All right, butcher. Actually, it's getting to be dark, so I'm gonna go sleep again really fast. That'll help clear out the rain. By the way, I just realized, have I been calling these sweet gem berries? Oh, Sugar Neighbors is playing. Because, of course, the shuffle. Alright. Oh. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. I need to drink more. Ah. All right. I trade so much with this one particular butcher who just gets my mass production meats. Where is the butcher? Ah, there they are. I'm such a good customer. I can trade for more beef, more berries. Hold on, hold on. Okay. I think that's enough for now. Oh, the power flower. I can't believe I'm already making a second one! God, it took so long for me to make the first one. Cause like, when I was actually doing mine colonies, cause like, I mean, I wasn't focusing on it particularly, but I mean, oh God. I need to get another antimatter relay. It's almost complete. I need one more relay and then 2 more energy collectors. Oh my God. I can start making the Mark IIs in the near future, I think. Yeah. So, Energy Condenser Mark II. I think this one's just bigger. Oh my god. Good god! Look at the freaking size! The cost of it! That's almost 10 million EMC! God! I always forget about this. Just... Yeah, so this does 4 EMC per second. This does 12. It triples everything on that, but this, it goes up to 40 EMC per second, which is not some multiple of 12. But it only holds 60,000 EMC. So it's like short of 4 times on the generation rate, but it gets close to, well, it actually only does twice the EMC storage. But like 60,000 EMC is nothing to sneeze at in terms of storage. Though if you have that much actually stored in one place, that might be a bit much. Just saying. And then relays, like, this has the ability to take in and output 192. Like, this only does 64. I mean, that's able to handle a little less, well, a little more than one of the Mark IIIs. So, you know, yeah. But the Mark III really is quite powerful. The more elaborate power flower designs, I'm trying to think, like, is there anything, I don't know, are these ever needed? Because if you have, yeah, I don't necessarily know if you need that. Ugh. Although I just had a thought. If I remove this one, I can remove that, and then it affects nothing else because all the rest are connected by another antimatter relay. Yeah. These don't seem to be building up anything either. So, yeah, these are plenty powerful enough to handle that. I can already make another power dumbbell, I guess. Or whatever the hell sort of shape this is. Let's grab out the glowstone. Energy condenser. Like, the one on top can handle... Can't it handle 5? Yeah, I mean, these can handle 64 EMC per second. They're actually pretty powerful on their own. So yeah, they can handle a lot. That actually makes this a lot more compact. because there's less I have to worry about it running into and stuff. It's not able to, like, quote-unquote share them too much. Like, this can't feed into 2 energy relays and provide the same amount. That just never would work. I think it splits the amount based on whatever ones it's touching. But right now, they're the cheapo ones. There's no real benefit or whatever. So, you know. Stream is nearly over. Just need to set that. Maybe I should find, like, the leather worker and trade some leather or whatever. Leather, berries, dried kelp, beef. Just grab all the stuff, and then I can do some quick more trading because villager trades are overpowered as hell when it comes to doing this. Hello, hello, hello. Leatherworker friend. Okay, thank you. Butcher buddy. My good sir, I have some end of the day trades for you. My god, you can handle so much beef. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Oh god. All right. I'm horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what voice I was doing. That was horrible. Oh god. I sounded like the moaning ferret. Oh god. I'm gonna quick go to bed and then I can, yeah. Oh god. The efficiency. Though it doesn't, like, it isn't as space efficient, quote unquote, it is still material efficient. Much more material efficient. Okay. There we go. And now I have 2 more left. Does this mean I make another one? Or, like, I relocate this one so that it's more efficient? I mean, I could try and do that, but also I don't care. My goodness. Oh, it's so powerful. energy condenser. And another antimatter relay. It's just an infinite spiral of just endless EMC because of the fact that I have done it this way. I will be utterly set for all time. Given enough time, the power flowers will prevail. Oh god, okay. This is just it's like the cha-cha slide. It's too powerful. I get why some people complain about ProjectE being especially overpowered. Like, this is what it generates as when it's just normal. I think these might be slightly inefficient right now because it's raining. This is so powerful. I love it. I just love it so much. So I think I am about done for tonight. I guess I know what I'm gonna do off camera. I'm just gonna trade a load with villagers. I mean, in essence, it's basically infinite. It's just a matter of frickin' time. If I really wanted to just like speed up the process, I could basically give myself a bunch of emeralds, but I don't want to miss out on the XP, cause it's actually useful for my dragon skills, which, by the way, I can upgrade stuff. Refund 4 levels. Oh, interesting. I don't know what's with these. Whatever. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn that off in the UI. Light in the dark allows you to stay longer in the dark. Cliffhanger. Softfall distance 9 blocks. Sure, I'll go with that, and that, now I no longer am able to upgrade any of these, just for now. Are made of diamonds and predatory plants? Wait, what, I'm made of diamonds? The diet includes raw meat and sweet berries. Peaceful animals fear dragons. They have innate immunity to thorn bushes and cacti. They feel best on the surface. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's with these appearing kind of uncertainly randomly up here. So yeah, right now, yeah. I'm going to sign off. I have some more villager trading to do. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, I think the smart thing to do for now would be to have this down here. Likely connecting over to here. This abandoned village I might renovate. Waypoints, create waypoint. Renovate. Abandoned village. I'll again leave it off. If I really need to go through things, I can always, you know, waypoint them. I'll have, obviously, a line that goes up here somewhere. Where should I have my hub? My hub is going to be important. It needs to be somewhere that is reachable by a lot of things. I like the idea of having a line follow a river, because rivers, despite the fact that they are twisty and bendy, they have reasonably smooth terrain around them, at least in a part. So, in theory, because of the fact that my resources are basically just infinite and everything will have to be probably above ground anyway, or like at least partially floating above the ground, logically I think it would be best to just be like basically on bridge the entire time, but like logistically in real life that doesn't ever happen. So I'll probably do some sort of earthenworks around a lot of my rails. What I'll probably wind up doing is like having a stone sort of like platform that it rests on, but it'll be, you know, at ground level. So it'll be like cobblestone and or stone bricks, something like that. And that will probably travel a lot along like rivers and just flat areas, because the terrain here is very uneven. I'm gonna have to, oh god, I don't have the creative tools of the bridge builder or the tunnel maker. Well, I think I do actually have the ability to use the tunnel excavator. So it's not nighttime yet. It's nearing. What in the fuck? What is this mess? I don't... Who is responsible for you? Why? God, why? Why does this look like this? Is it the dark UI? Is something wrong with the dark UI? Is something wrong with, like, just... why? Why do you look the way you do? That's so weird. No. Oh god, you know what I just realized? It might be the resource pack versions. Something is different now. So it's trying to pull the background, but it's not. It's in the middle of the freaking things. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna need to check resource pack versions. And like the differences between them. Okay. Potion effects and their panel, I guess, are different in 1.18 than 1.19 question mark, because the resource pack version was 9, so it was made for 119, but for some reason it was set to work on 118. I don't know. CurseForge, sometimes people mark things weird. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell for notifications as to when I go live, because I go live on Sundays from 6 to 9 approximately US Central Time. And I will hopefully be streaming on Thursdays again with Andrew soon. Right now, his stuff is just kind of packed up because, like, he's moving house. He's gonna be moving up here, And his parents are moving down to Florida, so he's finally moving out of his parents' place and moving in with me, which is going to be perfect. But that just means that, like, again, his stuff's kind of packed away, and he doesn't want to have to pull it out constantly. So yeah, we're waiting on the Thursday streams. Our podcast will also be coming back soon. Next month, actually, because in October, Dragula comes back. Oh God. I'm not looking forward to the drive to pick him up and bring his stuff back up here, but you know what? We're gonna have to make do. Anyways, that should just about do it. I will see you in the next one. Until next time, take care. I'll see you.